driving, guys. I'm driving. I'm not going to be on this video long. Being honest, I wasn't going to, I need this person to go. Being honest, guys, I wasn't going to do a video today, but God is telling me to come on here and do this video for someone. Do this video for someone. Ma'am, hold on one second, guys, because ma'am, if you don't go, we're going to have a problem. This lady just, Lord bless the kid. But listen, guys, this is a word for someone. Hope y'all can hear me. The air conditioning is on. This is a word for someone, guys. You have to, what you have to do is continue to work what God gave you. You got to continue to work what God gave you. Some of you, God is showing me you're looking around at other people and you're not looking at what you have. See, you have to remember that you are a gift. You are a treasure. You're valuable. You're blessed. You are who God created you to be. The life and the promises and the plans of God that God has for you, all of those things are going to come to pass as you continue to surrender to God and stay in agreement with Him and continue to trust Him. So, you know, a lion is not going to be looking around at a lamb and wanting to be a lamb. If it does, it needs to tap into its full identity, and it needs, see, it's not going to be able to work because, I'm trying to see what these people, I don't like when people don't know how to, let me be pretty sensitive this morning, God, but guys, a lion knows who it is. A sheep knows who it is. A goat knows who it is. A caterpillar knows who it is. An ant knows who it is. Those things know who they are, and they have certain innate characteristics within each and every one of them to be who God created each and every one of them to be. And that's a word for somebody. God is not calling you to be like that minister, your ministry. He's not calling you to be like that person in your family. He's not calling you to be like that coworker. He's not calling you to be like that other person or whatever. He's not even calling you, let me get over. He's not even calling you to be like the person. And guys, I'm here. It's just these people with the driving. But anyway, guys, He's not even calling you to be like the expectation of others. Some of you probably grew up and people like your family members or your mom and dad or people will compare you to other people, or certain families compare you. God even calling you to do that because, see, God created you to be who He wanted you to be. He created you to do what He needs you to do. So what you got to do, you got to focus. I'm going to give you some quick practical examples, guys, and I got to get out because I'm almost to where I need to be. You guys know that I'm in school, right? And I've been in school, April made 4 years, so I've been in school for 4 years and a couple months. I will graduate November, but I'll be done October, but I'll have my degree in November, right? So I have other classmates and other peers and different things like that I've met in school, and the teachers and all those different things. We each have a goal. Let me turn this down. We each have a goal in mind, right? All of us have a specific desire and goal in mind, which is why we're in school. Not just the school I attend, but any school, right? That's like if you have a job, you all have certain goals in mind. The expectation may be different. The background, the experience, the education, the type of degree, what you're going for, the field you're going to be in may be different, right? But it's still unexpected and desired goal. So when I get my degree, I'm just making it practical because I don't feel this way, but I feel like I'm going to make it practical because this is a word for somebody. When I get my degree, should I park? I'm going to just park up there and then I'll turn. Bear with me 1 second, guys. It's a weird way I got to park on the grass. There we go. Okay, so I can spend a few more minutes with you guys, but once I get my degree, right? That degree is going to have my name on it. Everything that I put in to get that degree, all my hard work, my blood, my sweat, my tears, everything that I put in, that credit and all those things, those accolades, that recognition, that completion is going to come to me. Like it's going to go to my other peers and other things. If I'm working, like I'm working my business, everything I put into my business is going to come back to me. I could be sewing into someone else's business And I will receive a seed for sowing into them, or a blessing to come back in my life for sowing into them. But eventually what I'm working for mine is going to happen in mine. See, Publix can't go to Walmart or Aldi's or Costco's or wherever y'all shop, or Winn-Dixie or whatever, and say, hey, all the sales that you made in your store, because they each have different stores and chains and branches and locations, etc., etc. They can't go to them. This is a totally different company, totally different brand. They may sell some of the same things, but the mission is different. The name is different. They have different criteria, different things they're doing. This is a word for somebody. They can't go to them and say, hey, all the sales that you made this week, all the things that you did, I want a piece of that. I want that. Unless they have shares with them, or they're in joint partnership or some type of thing like that, or some type of joint agreement. But you see how bizarre that sounds? Because it's different and it doesn't belong to them. So if you're at Walmart, you can't say, hey, you that work at Winn-Dixie, you that's at Publix, or you that worked here or there, even if you want to use an office setting or wherever, in the hospital, whatever type of example you want to use, can't go and say, hey, let me swap my check with your check. It's going to be weird, even if you say you guys are in the same department. If you are in the same company, in the same department, and you say, hey, let me swap my check, they're going to be looking at you like, no, I put in for this. Whatever I put in, I'm going to get out. If you didn't put in for overtime, you're not going to get overtime. If you didn't put in those hours, so if I have 40 plus hours or more a week, and you only did 24 to 30 or 31, I'm not swapping my pay stub with you. In fact, they're not going to allow me to get my check unless it's direct deposit, or if it's something where I have to come get it and sign for it. I have to sign for it, and I have to show proper ID. And this is a word for somebody. Stop looking around at everything and everyone else. It's okay for people to inspire and encourage you, but you have to remain unique and original in what God gave you to do. The ministry, the business, the book, your gifts, your talents. You own your job, your marriage, your family, your style, your personality, your gifts of the Spirit, who God created you to be. You got to be unique and authentic in that, because that's how you're going to win. If you're sitting there looking around, and I don't know who this video is for, because like I said again, I wasn't going to come do a video on here today, but you got to continue owning what God gave you. Your gift is going to work for you. Like driving on 95, there are so many different cars and vehicles and trucks and all different type of things when you're driving, even though it's on main highways or, residential areas, wherever. But what you do, the speed that you go, the car that you have is what's for you. I hope this is making sense for someone. The speed that God has given you to go, the vehicle, the tool that God's given you. So you got to look at your vehicle and tool as what God has given you in every area of your life. You got to keep working what God gave you to do, because you're going to get the reward and credit for that. Excuse me, amen. So I'm going to close with that. I hope it made sense for someone. You're going to get your reward and payoff from God. Do it unto God and not unto men. And I just encourage you guys today to stand on scriptures that apply to your specific situation. You guys can check out the other videos. I'm about to get out. But you guys can check out the other videos on this channel to be encouraged. But hold on to the promises that God gave you. Continue to decree, declare, confess, hold on. Be encouraged by those prophetic words that God give you. And just be encouraged and do everything that God needs you to do. That's how you're going to get your reward. Be content and grateful and stay in your lane. So I'm going to post a few scriptures, guys, for you guys to be encouraged. But that's the word that I'm hearing, and I'm going to close with that. I love you guys. See y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.